Hello again, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to more Sonic Hacking Contest 2016 coverage with me, Sonic Yoda from SEGADriven. This is an event currently running brought to you from the people behind SSRG and Sonic Retro. The first hack we're looking at in this compilation of 3 is Lose Tails or Else by GT Koopa, and I've got to say, I'm well into this. So the whole goal with this hack is you get 30 seconds to get Tails off screen, and then you can progress to the next stage. It's a really simple and silly concept, but it's really quite fun. So yeah, you're obviously working fast to lose Tails as quickly as possible, which has like an element of urgency to it, which is kind of fun. And once you do it and you sort of get the hang of trying to trick Tails into coming off screen, it's there's a nice sort of momentum to it. It's really strange, and there's something funny about like seeing the stages end really quickly. It's just a very simple concept that works really well, and there's some real fun to be had with this. I'm genuinely surprised at how simple something like this can work. I'm really enjoying this a lot at the moment. The other thing is as well, you do suffer from permadeath if you die, actually, so it's straight back to the beginning of the game if you die. Which is, again, like, they've kind of hit the arcadey nature of this very well, which is totally what it's going for. Yeah, it's just a lot of fun. It's a really cool little game, something well worth checking out, and for a gimmick hack, it's got a really good gimmick that's actually enjoyable to muck around with, so definitely go and check this one out. Next up, we have Pantufa the Cat Extended Edition by TeamVAdaPEGA. I think that's how you pronounce that. This is really cool. Really cool. Lots of custom artwork in this. Unfortunately, only one fully custom stage. But yeah, the artwork has a very sort of like late 80s mainland Europe Amiga quality to it, which I'm totally into, by the way. I really like the way it looks. And yeah, there's something a bit of a Donkey Kong Country vibe to it as well. But yeah, it's a really cool little thing. So they've also tweaked the sort of gameplay ever so slightly to make things feel a lot more fluid. It's a really strange thing to sort of describe unless you actually go and check it out. So I really suggest that you do, because it's a really nice playing thing. There's a nice sort of fluidity to the movement. It's very sort of momentum based and just a little bit more fluid. It's very strange to describe. But yeah, I'm having a lot of fun with this. Very gorgeous. Just a lovely looking game. Just some great artwork kicking around. It's, you know, there's a real effort that's gone into this, and I really like to see more from this in the future. Once you beat the first stage, you basically go into the classic Sonic stages, which have been ever so slightly tweaked to work with the new character and the moveset. I mean, there isn't much to the moveset, to be honest with you. It's basically just jumping. The only way you can seem to defeat enemies is if you hit them directly on top. If you hit them from underneath or the side, I think you take some damage. I can't quite figure out how the damage gauge works, because I didn't die at any given point, and I took a fair few hits at some point. So I'm not too sure how health is sort of monitored in this game. But God almighty, that first act and just, you know, the animation on the sprite, this is a really cool little project that I hope to see more of in the future. Like I say, it's a bit short because there's only really one proper custom stage in it, but it's a stage totally worth checking out. Really go and make sure you check this one out as soon as possible. And finally, we have Pepsi in Sonic 1 by TeamUnlimited Trees. This is a gimmick hack, kind of memey, so I'm not massively into this one, unfortunately. Basically, you play as a can of Pepsi. The only additional ability seems to be that you can double jump, but only occasionally. I don't know what I did to unlock that, because I never seem to be able to do it after initially discovering it. So yeah, I'm not too sure what that is. There's lots of silly internet references and stuff in this. When you defeat enemies, it says gay, which I'm not massively into. That's a bit homophobic, and I don't know if I fully support that. There's references to things I don't really understand. I mean, I really don't know what these characters are supposed to be. Yeah, this game makes me feel old because I'm clearly not in the know with this. outside of its rather questionable changes, the actual stage layouts have been changed, so they're all custom stages. Well, all custom up until a certain point. And the stage layout isn't the worst, it ain't the best either. It's certainly interesting in that regard, you know, there's something different to offer seasoned Sonic fans. But yeah, it's just full of references and things I don't understand. It's not particularly great, and I don't know if I'd fully recommend this, to be honest with you, because it's just I can't be particularly excited or invested in this sort of thing. I'm sure someone out there finds it really funny, and I'm surely this is probably for you and not for me, but I just don't get it. I just really don't understand it, and I think you should probably be spending your time on something else.